What's good, YouTube? Touch from Touch. We're here. We're back for another card reaction video. And it seems like today we're reacting and reviewing the cards that are from the 20th anniversary box, and it's looking lit. Like as you can see on the screen. Look at this monster. Look at this beautiful blue eyes creature. Now I like blue eyes personally. I'm a fan of all the old Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I love when old archetypes get support. But let's get into this. This card is known as Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, and it is a level 12 light dragon fusion effect monster with 4500 attack, 3800 defense, and it takes 3 blue eyes white dragons to make. So you literally can either make it with 3 blue eyes white dragons or make it with 3 blue eyes alternative dragons. I think they only on blue eyes is when they're on the field, I think, or in the grave. I think it's like that. This card on the field cannot be targeted nor destroyed by your opponent's card effects. That's already like scary, because it's like you get this out, it's not targeted, can't be destroyed by card effects. You literally have to run this thing over with battle, or try to get away from with some other means of escape. The second effect, once per turn, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. And if this card was fusion summoned using monsters with the original name as Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, you target 2 or 3 cards instead. During the turn this effect is activated, you cannot attack. I like its effects. I hate, y'all know me. I don't like targeting, like talking about it. So targeting for me is a eh. But if you use Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon to make this, you could target 2 or 3 cards instead. That's actually kind of lit in a way. It makes it to where if you use alternative, this card makes more sense in a way, I guess, if that's understandable. But I really do like this card. I like it a lot. We're on to the next one. We have Magician of Black Chaos Max. That's a level 8 dark spellcaster ritual effect monster with 2800 attack, 2600 defense. Is a ritual card can only be ritual summoned with chaos form. You only use its first and second effect once per turn. If this card is special summon, you contribute 1 monster you control during the turn. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects. So that makes it to where your opponent can't activate monster effects in battle. So that's actually kind of good depending on what you're playing. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target 1 spell card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. So this allows you to recycle spells if you destroy stuff. So I like if this is using a ritual-based deck. If you destroy something, because I know Chaos Form lets you summon like Blue Eyes Chaos Max and all that. So this card can really help. Like if you summon this, destroy a card, you can recycle the spell packet, reuse it for that ritual summon, or just use any spell in general. So that's actually how you can recycle your Monster Reborn or anything like that with that kind of card. So it's all right. It's a okay card. I'm not gonna say it's overly busted, but it is okay, and I love the artwork. The creator drawing artwork. I like it. I like it a lot. The next card is Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon. It seems like the alternative monsters are coming back. Blue Eyes is not the only one with an alternative dragon now. Now Red Eyes have one. That is lit. Love Red Eyes. Level 7 Dark Dragon effect ones with 2400 attack, 2000 defense. It cannot be normal summoner set. You can special summon this card by tributing 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or that you control. That's weird. It's weird that you tribute to summon this. Where in Blue Eyes you just reveal. But you tribute for this one. That's actually kind of interesting. But you can tribute 1 card from your hand or that you control. So that's interesting. So it helps you dump your Red Eyes in the graveyard, which Red Eyes can go use off of graveyard. So I guess in a way that helps the deck. If this card is destroyed by battle or your opponent's effects, you can target 1 level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster for your graveyard, except rotating with a special summon that monster. If you special summon Red Eyes Black Dragon with this effect, double its original attack. So that's actually kind of lit. That's actually kind of lit. I like that. I like that effect. Double its original attack. Interesting. I can see this being played in Red Eyes. I can. I don't know if it'll be played at 3, but I can see it being played at least. I can see at least being played. I think the only thing about this card I don't like is that it doesn't count itself as a Red Eyes Black Dragon, but I mean at the same time it's still a Red Eyes card. You never really need it to be Red Eyes Black Dragon itself. You just need it to be a Red Eyes. So I think either way it works. The next card we have here is Exodia, Master of the Guard. And when I saw this card, I thought this was like, if y'all remember that slime monster, I think either Yugi or Kaiba used to copy Obelisk. I thought that's what this was until I read its name. Master Guard's a level 10 Dark Spellcaster monster with question marks for attack and defense. This card cannot be special summoned. If this card was normal summoned by the method of its first effect, battling a Dark Fiend monster your opponent owns and destroys it, you win the duel. You can tribute 5 monsters to tribute summon, but not set this card. This card's attack and defense are equal total attack and defense of the monster that was tribute for this card's normal summon. So you must summon this monster by tributing 5 monsters. So you have that 5 monsters on your field. And if this card battles a Dark Fiend monster your opponent owns and destroys it, you win the duel. This is such a weird card for some reason. To me, this bothers me. And the way I like it, but then I don't like it. I like it because it's an Exodia card, so you're gonna like it anyway. But I don't like it because you need 5 monsters to deal with this. So it's like you have to somehow get 5 monsters on the field and have this in your hand and tribute to summon it and attack a monster your opponent controls. This is supposed to be a Dark Fiend monster, which in likelihood not every person plays Dark Fiend monsters. So the only way you can really utilize this the way you want to, you would have to summon 5 dark monsters. Give your opponent a dark. You have to no. You don't have to summon 5 darkness. You have to summon 5 monsters. Somehow give your opponent a Dark Fiend monster. Summon this and attack it to the Dark Fiend. And make sure you can destroy it without them activating something. That bothers me. I love the card. I like the card's artwork and stuff, and I don't mind its effects. I just don't like that it takes 5 monsters to summon. On to the next card. Neo Kaiser Guider is a level 6 light dragon effect monster with 2400 attack, 2200 defense. You only can use its first and second effect. This card's name once per turn. Discard this card and another monster in your graveyard from your hand. Another monster in your hand. They target 1 normal dragon monster in your graveyard and special summon that monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. All monsters your opponent controls loses 500 attack until the end of this turn. I like it because you can special summon normal monsters, I guess. Normal dragon monsters. So this is like something that'll help Blue Eyes, but I feel like Blue Eyes really doesn't need the help to summon the monsters like that. There's probably some other normal dragon based deck or archetypes that probably this could help, but this doesn't really do much. But you're discarding this card and another card. I mean, pitching things in the graveyard is not really bad in Yu-Gi-Oh anymore because a lot of decks go off of graveyard. So this card is not either good nor bad. It's just alright because it's like you can use it for its purpose to get that normal monster out of your graveyard that you would want on the field, and literally whatever card you discard probably has a graveyard effect. So I mean, this can help it hurt in a sense. So it's like it's an of a card. You could probably try to use it to utilize this job, but I feel like there's better cards that can help you get things out of graveyard and get in graveyard. But next card, I love this artwork. It's like not Dark Magician, but what was Tim's friend that was based around Dark Magician or whatever? What Dark Magician girl was based around her? She reminds me of her, but like older. But Palladium Oracle Mana, a level 6 like spellcaster type monster. She's the female. She is the Dark Magician girl for the Paladin Oracle dude that's like based around Dark Magician. You only uses her. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard with exactly 1 spellcaster monster you can trust targeted by your opponent's quick effect, you can activate this effect. Special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. Second effect, level 7 or higher spellcaster monster you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Third effect, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Dark Magician girl from your hand and deck or graveyard. So yeah, she's literally like the female equivalent to the Paladin Oracle. I can't remember his name, but when he's destroyed, you can special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So that's actually kind of lit. This card is called Sin Cross. It's a Malefic card? Interesting. A Malefic Divide. You can target 1 Malefic monster in your graveyard, special summon that monster, ignore summon condition, but its effects are negated and is banished during the end phase of this turn. So this is literally just to break a Malefic card on the field for 1 turn. Sorry about that. And literally smack. I'm not too big on the card. I love the artwork. I'm not too big on the card. You target 1 Malefic monster in the graveyard, just special summon it. So You literally could do this to push damage. Because I think the big Malefic Fusion is like a 4,000 beat stick monster. You literally could just summon it just to swing to kill if you have the chance. But it's kind of interesting that they gave them a card. Will Malefic get support? That's the real question, other than this card. That's the real question. The last card we're going to talk about is Cubic Omen. And I'm kind of hyped for this because I have a Cubic deck. And I'm hoping to get a little bit more cards. Cubic Omen is a normal trap card. You can use its first and second effect of this card once per turn. Place a number of cubic counters up to the number of cubic monsters you control face up on the monsters your opponent controls. A monster while a cubic counter cannot attack and its effects are negated. You can banish this card from the graveyard and then target one cubic monster you control during this turn. Each time that monster you control will destroy a monster that has a cubic counter in bottom. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack of the destroyed monster. So this is kind of lit. So it lets you put more cubic counters on your opponent's monsters easier, and it allows you to allows you to inflict damage to your opponent equal to that original attack of the destroyed monster. So it pushes for damage because cubics cannot play long game. The way I've seen that cubics can't really play long game. You literally summon the big lord out, and he'll burn both of you for 3,000 at the end phase. So pretty much what you would want to do is use those, run into your opponent's monsters as much, do burn damage to him, and then when they take that 3,000, it'll usually just be game. So this is a good card that lets help you with push damage a little bit more. I would like this card if it was a spell, because I don't like waiting. I would rather do this all in one turn, but I understand why they made it a trap. But all around, these cards are actually these cards are actually lit, and I'm kind of hyped for them. Let me know if you agree with my comments on all these cards. Let me know if you disagree in the comments about these cards. Like, subscribe. Just let me know how y'all feel about these cards, because for me, I'm loving them. I'm loving them. Like dog, I'm like McDonald's. I'm loving it. The artworks are fire. Some of their effects are fire. It's just lit. But that's gonna be the end of the video. Itachi releasing you from this Genjutsu. Peace.